Hello kids! Welcome to our new lesson in science. Uh, Now I have your picture. What can you see on the screen? Okay, this is a typical track and field oval. Okay, so this is an oval. Okay, have you been here? Okay, na. How about the others? Okay, a typical track and field oval is 400 meters. Suppose a runner trains for his upcoming marathon in the oval every day. He usually runs around 5 times. How far is he running every day? Okay, so suppose that this is a 400 meters oval and a runner trains every day in the oval and he runs around 5 times in the oval. How far is he running? That's the question. In this lesson, we will learn to measure how far had the object moved. Distance is an important factor in measuring motion. You can tell how fast or slow we are moving depending on the distance that you are taking. Going back to the example, on the runner on a track field oval, it's important that he knows the distance that he is taking every day. So, he can check and track the progress of his marathon training. Distance is an important factor in measuring motion. It is how far or near 2 points are from one another. Distance can be measured using different alternative ways. It can be used through time, can be measured through time, body parts, or landmark. But it is inaccurate because sometimes, for example, you are going to the school. It only takes you about 5 minutes on today. But tomorrow, you try again, you go to your school, and you take about 7 minutes. There are some changes on the time. Why? Because there are some factors affecting. Like, example, you're walking, you experience some you see some accident or there is a traffic that causes changes in your time of arrival to your school. There are some appropriate tools for measuring distance. Okay? In science, distance should always be exact. It measured accurately and based on a standard unit of measurement. Scientifically, distance should be measured by using measuring tools such as ruler. We have here example. Ruler can be measured using ruler. We can use also a meter stick. We have also a tape measure, or we have also a measuring wheel, and we can use also an ultrasonic distance measurer. Okay, so there are many materials that can be used to exactly measure that distance. We have what we call the metric system of measurement. Okay, this metric system of measurement is a world standard for measurement. It is used by scientists throughout the world. Having a standard unit of measure make it easier for different scientists and for all the people to understand the other data. Okay, using different units of measurement may cause misunderstanding and confusion among people. Okay, this is the world standard of measurement. Okay, we call meter is the standard unit of measurement for distance or length, called meter. Okay, in the metric system, the standard unit of measurement is meter. Okay, so remember, meter is the standard unit of measurement. We'll add prefix kilo, hectare, deca for distance in quite far like kilometer, decameter, and hectometers, which is more than a meter, which is quite far. We just add this one prefix. Then we will add the prefix deci, centi, and milli. For length is quite short, like decimeter, centimeter, and millimeter. We have here an example of table of metric system of measurement. So you can see the middle is the meter, which is the basic unit of metric system of measurement. Okay, more than a meter going to the left is like, which is quite too far, like decameter, hectometer, and kilometer. And which is less than a meter, like decimeter going to the right, decimeter, centimeter, and millimeter. If you're given like convert 1 kilometer to meter, what we will do? How we will answer this? So how many 1 kilometer is on the meter? Okay. Okay, this is the answer. So we have 1,000 kilometer. 1,000 meter to 1 kilometer. So we have 1,000 meter on 1 kilometer. Okay, we have example. We just add zeros from meter going to the left, kilometer, which is the 1, which is the value of the given. We have 1 kilometer and add zeros going to meter. So the answer is 1,000 meter. Next, we have here another example. Convert 1 decimeter to kilometer. How about this one? From decimeter going to kilometer, going again to the left, which is quite low, less than meter. And this will happen. Add 1 to decimeter and going to the kilometer, like this one. Okay, so our answer is, okay, 10,000 kilometer. Okay, the answer is 10,000 kilometer. Okay, so we will convert 1 decimeter to kilometer. So in 1 decimeter, there is 10,000 kilometer. Speed, the effects of speed and time on distance. Distance can be affected by the speed and the time. Okay. The distance covered by a moving object is affected by its speed, or the measure of how fast it moves. Of course, if the moving object is fast, it can take a great distance. And if the speed of the car is slow, it will take only a less distance will be covered. Okay? Speed can be calculated by dividing covered by an object in motion by the time spent covered the distance. We have your speed, distance covered, divided by time. Time can be expressed, the speed can be expressed in meter per second or kilometers per hour. Okay, so distance can be in meter or kilometers, and time can be into seconds or hour. Okay, for example, we have your given problem. Carlo went on a car trip to a town in Nueva Ecija. It took you 4 hours to travel of a distance 284 kilometers. What was the average speed? Okay, so in our given, the distance 284 kilometers. The distance is 284 kilometers. The time is 4 hours. Okay, distance. So we will write in this way in a horizontal form. Like this one, distance divided by time. So distance is 284 kilometers divided by 4 hours. What will be the answer? So the answer is 62 kilometers per hour. So 284 divided by 4 is equal to 62 kilometers per hour. Their average speed going to. Now we learn about that distance is the measure of how far or near two objects are from one another. We use the standard unit of measurement, meter, in measuring the distance and length. And speed is dividing the distance covered by an object in motion by the time spent to cover the distance. And that's hope you learned today. Till next time, with teacher Arvin.